What's going on YouTube? Uberman here. So today we're going to be doing a video on replacing all 8 coil packs on a Ford 3-valve 4.6. You can find these, they put them in a lot of different vehicles, but in this particular instance it's in a Mustang. This is a 2006 Mustang GT, and there's nothing wrong with my coils. The plugs have recently been replaced within a few thousand miles with factory Motorcraft plugs. So those are good to go, no issues there. But at 10 years old, being that this is 2016, coils do lose their ability to produce a good, strong spark over time. Age and mileage is a real detriment to the ability of these coil packs to produce a good, strong spark. Part of it's due to fatigue of the coil pack itself. Another part of it is due to the you see that metal spring looking thing in there. That is actually what connects the coil itself to the spark plug, and as those age and send thousands and thousands of volts over the course of the lifetime of the car, those fatigue as well. So there may come a time when it's necessary to change your coil packs. Now these guys, you can go and spend a lot of money, over $250 for factory replacements. Here's what I did. These are no name. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that they're some big brand like Excel or something, or MSD. They're not. These are no-name coil packs. Let me tell you what I paid for them. $34. Shipped right here in the USA, delivered within a week. Now, these coil packs right here, since there's nothing wrong with them, I'm going to keep all 8 of them just as a backup. And we'll run these through their paces. And supposedly, according to the listing, these are 15%, I think it was 15%, more powerful. They produce a 15% stronger spark than the factory OEM coils do. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, I don't care. All I care about is that they at least match OEM specs when they were new. That's all that matters to me. They come with new boots, they've got new springs in there, new yellow top coil, which I thought was really nice to, you know, kind of match up to the yellow paint of the car. So when you pop the hood, it kind of pops out at you. The only tool you're going to need for this is a little socket and a little ratchet and a little extension. I'm using a 7mm. That's probably not exactly the right size, but a 6 was too small. The 7 works. It's probably a standard socket, and you know, I don't know. Your coils, you got 8 of them. You got 4 of them. This is the passenger side we're looking at here. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 back there. All of them have a little connector you got to pop off. It's really easy to get to. This is going to be a really easy job to do. On the driver's side, it could be a little hidden here, but you got 1 down there. You got 1 over here, 1 here, 1 here. There's a few things in the way over here, but either way, we'll be able to get these off with no problem. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to start with the driver's side of the engine here. Go ahead and zoom in until I feel you get a sufficient view of the coils. There you go. From left to right, I know it's difficult to see, but you can see the little black plugs hanging off the top with the red wires on them. We'll go ahead and start popping these things off. And I'll do my best to stay out of the way as much as possible. I've got autofocus turned off, so that shouldn't be an issue. We're going to pop this one off. We're going to pop this one off. Just move these out of the way. Pop this one off. Pop this one off. Now, there's a little tab. I don't know if you can see. We'll probably try to do this one, as it may be a little easier to see. If there's a tab right here, you just push this in and then pop it off the coil. Releases fairly easily. Just keep these out of your way. And be very careful. There's a bolt right here. There's a bolt right here. There's a bolt right here. And one back here. It's a little more difficult to get to, but not bad at all. It's a little tight too. But this shouldn't be such a bad job considering the spark plugs were just changed, and I actually just took the spark plugs out to check for carbon buildup, because these engines have an issue with that, just a few days ago before I took a 2,000-mile trip. So don't lose these bolts. Put them somewhere safe. And I say that as I'm about to set them somewhere that's not a good place. All right. Now we start pulling these suckers out one by one. And the last one we will compare to the new ones just to verify. I already know that these are going to fit with no problem, but for the purpose of the video. Alright, didn't get to compare it on camera, but they are perfect, which I knew they would be. You just take these things and pop them back down there. I think that yellow is going to be a really good color. And I know that people will never really see your coils unless you pop the hood, but hey, figured why not go with the, you can get red, you can get the black. So I figured why not get the yellow ones. It makes it pop just a little bit more. Got that one backwards, which is no biggie because they spin around real easily. Just make sure that they're seated. It's half the engine, guys, or ladies. Pop these suckers back on. You'll hear them click, so make sure that you put them on until they click. Alright, with this side done, we'll move on to the next side. Alright guys, so we're on the passenger side now. You got one coil here, 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 and back here. You may not be able to see all of them because of the angle of the camera, and I know this light makes it kind of flicker because it's LED. But you got one connector right here on the first one. Pull it, move it out of the way. One right here, pull it, tuck it out of the way. One right here, pull it, move it out of the way. And same thing for the very last one. Now these look like they're a little easier to get to, not that the other ones were difficult by any stretch of the imagination. Alright guys, so we've installed all 8 of our coil-on plugs, and I just want to take a step back and show you what it looks like when you pop the hood now. Now, it may not be for everybody, but I think it's a nice little touch, and hopefully I can get these replaced with yellow as well. I think it looks good. So it's time to fire her up and make sure these new coils function properly. Sounds good. Listen to this exhaust purr. Those Flowmasters sound good. Alright, so as you can see, she runs like a top. Like I said, all 8 of those coil packs shipped from right here in the USA cost me like $40, 38 bucks. There'll be a link in the description. You can purchase them if you need them. I'll do a video later on down the road on how they hold up. But I mean, for 40 bucks, guys, you can buy like 1 original equipment. So getting all, I couldn't believe it, with boots and everything for $40, unbelievable. So we'll see how it goes. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and be safe out there.